Hey Eurovision fam, it's Alesia Michelle, and I am so excited today. We're going to
Hmm.
be talking about UMK, and I have a very special guest. It is Jesse Markin, who's given us the song Glow at UMK 2024. Okay, let me tell you, you have to tell me, what did you do when you found out that you were going to be going to UMK? Was there a process? Yeah, I got to know just what that
Yeah,
backstory was.
there like there is a process because this whole thing started maybe a year ago. Like some people from ULE contacted me like, would you be interested in this type of competition? And I was like, let me think about it. And eventually, I was at the studio and we were working on this glow, and I felt like, okay, maybe this will be the song like suitable for this type of format or competition or whatever. Then we went from there. I just like sent the demo to the ULE people, and they liked it. And all of a sudden, I'm in the middle of everything. So yeah. So it wasn't like a childhood dream or anything like that. It just happened organically. Like I had the song because like even like was it like 2 3 years ago? Some people already like from ULE, they were kind of like sending emails to my manager like would he be interested and stuff like that. But I wasn't really like thinking about that because this format has like certain type of rules that you have to edit your songs to like fit this 3 minute like lengthwise and stuff like all kinds of things. So I was just like, no, I don't want to chop verses or anything off my songs. But when I had this glow, everything was already like under 3 minutes, so I felt like this would be perfect for this whole UMK thing. But yeah,
Okay, well, I'm
yeah,
happy to have you here because I've been begging for an Afrobeats moment on the Eurovision stage, like particularly in the past couple of years, because I am like,
yeah,
it's blowing up like the charts all around the world. So why
yeah.
can't we have that represented a little bit on the actual Eurovision stage now? So you're not from Finland, but when did you move to Finland?
I was like 6 years old, so that was like 91. 91. I moved to Finland straight from Ghana. So basically, even in Ghana, I lived for like 5 years. Then I came to Finland straight to Tampere, a small or Virjakala basically, but a small place in Finland. Yeah, it was a December, cold, and straight from Ghana to it was a shock. It was a shock. Yeah, it was a shock in many ways. Like that was the first time me remembering seeing my father. I met my sister that time and all that stuff. So everything was very new at that time, and I didn't know the language. I was speaking like French and Twi, so everything was kind of like, I don't know, a challenge. But yeah,
Okay, but
yeah,
now, I mean, you speak Finnish, you've been
yeah,
there for a
yeah.
while. Were you always kind of performing? Like, did you know that this was something that you wanted to do? Or did you, like, maybe go to school for something else, do that job, and then this was like, your side gig or something?
No, even when I went to like uh, these like kind of like took these music classes or whatever, I wasn't really doing anything on those classes. And even like we had these family get-togethers and stuff like that. My sisters would always like perform and play the violin and sing and do theater and stuff like that. Me, I just wanted to play my football and just be in the background like that. I wasn't that type of person to kind of like put myself in the forefront of things or to be, I don't know, taking stages or anything like that. So even this thing happened very like organically, but it was an accident overall. But yeah, but as soon as I got my first, paycheck, I was hooked. So so I felt like because I'm a graphic designer by like through school and stuff like that, but like this this kind of like allows you to move differently. So yeah. But
Okay.
when I got my first paycheck, that was like when I was 18 years old. So I've been doing it for a while. So yeah,
Okay, okay. So with UMK, one, I love that national selection. I love the way that they sort of pour into the artists, promote y'all and everything.
yeah,
So y'all have had done like a couple of videos. You did like there was like a game show. You got to like
yeah,
react to your other
yeah.
competitors' song. So I asked this question to like everyone basically, but if if you could do a remix of one of your other like and like a remix like put kind of like the Jesse spin on one of your competitors songs from UMK this year, whose song would you pick?
Probably the easiest choice would be this Sarasi Plus, this Paskana. That would be kind of like the obvious maybe choice or easiest. I don't know because it already like the instrumentation already got this trap element, trap beat type of feel, and these elements of like modern day hip hop in a sense. So if you kind of like take the or tweak the singing and the vocals a bit, you could take it somewhere else easily. So that would be the easiest choice. My second pick would be Windows 95 Man. That would be kind of like fun to play around with and you know give it some soulful elements instead of those 90s vibes. But like yeah, that would be interesting too. But yeah.
I could be here for the spin on Windows
Hmm.
95. Yeah, no
Hmm.
rules. Yeah.
No
I
rules,
could
definitely.
I could
Yeah.
be here for that. So I know you can't really tell us what you're going to do on stage. But can
Mm.
you tell us what do you want people who are watching your performance to like feel from your performance and maybe what was like an inspiration point that you were kind of like, okay, this vibe.
Well, the song itself and the visuals, the video that we made, the main theme of the video was to be kind of like, oh, bring the audience closer to me and the vibe of the song. So the word intimate was the word that we were throwing around at these meetings and stuff like that, and connection. So it's not gonna be like this super extravagant or like lightnings going off and explosions and stuff like that. It's gonna be very down to earth and I don't know, but still we wanna like incorporate that side of me, but still bring it to the bigger stage, if that makes sense. So it's gonna in the same fashion as the actual video. We start with this, just staring at the camera and build up from there to make it, bring on the dancers, bring on the lights, bring on all that stuff. But like, it's gonna be, I don't know, down to earth. Starts from a intimate place and then moves on to a, I don't know, bigger setting. That's it, like
Okay.
that.
I'm
If that makes
intrigued.
any sense.
No,
Yeah,
it
if
makes
that makes
sense.
any sense. But yeah.
A strong performance, it's sort of, I say the best performances are like a flower blooming.
Yeah.
You want it to kind of
Yeah.
start small and then get big. So I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. So
Yeah.
you moved to Finland. Now
Mm.
UMK in this format. I'm like, how long has it been around? It's
I
it's
have no idea. Don't ask, don't ask me. I have no idea because
well,
even was it like yesterday? I learned that before UMK there was this Eurovision Song, which is basically like the same thing, but it had a different name. And I don't even know how long they've been doing this UMK thing, so I'm not really.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, so technically, so UMK started in like 2012.
Yeah.
Uh, but I was gonna say, do you have like an early even Eurovision memory, or maybe like your first memory of UMK?
Well, yeah, yeah, we have like obviously with my family, especially living in Finland, everybody's talking about Eurovision, and Finland has a like a long history with the whole Eurovision competition and stuff like that. So as a kid, that was always a like a good excuse to stay up late and eat popcorn and watch all the lights and the dancing and the singing and the glamorous, luxurious things people were putting on stage. So it was just like, yeah, it was a thing in my childhood. But when I grew up in my teens, late teens or whatever, then at that point, some like my interest led me somewhere else in a sense. But now, when this opportunity presented itself, then it was like, okay. okay, let me kind of like reevaluate the whole situation and see what I can give to this table and what I can get out of it, obviously. But like, yeah. So I have some memories from childhood, but not that many, not that many.
Okay, okay. But Eurovision, it really is a little bit of like, I think it's a creative community. I think it's one of the best ways if you're an artist, maybe that's kind of in one country and wants to
Yeah.
maybe expand your reach a little bit. Eurovision is such an amazing opportunity to do that. And Eurovision is really going global for the first time last year. People outside of participating countries could actually
Mm,
vote. We had a rest of the world vote. So I kind of want to know for an artist like you know,
mm,
how does that feel? This idea that now you've kind of cracked the door open. I mean, I'm sitting here in America talking to you.
mm.
So
Yeah.
what does that feel like?
Well, it feels good, and obviously, this is the thing that we were working towards to kind of like uh, expand a bit or spread the gospel in a sense. Like obviously, my music is in English, so it doesn't really have no border limitations or anything like that. So I can connect with anybody who's willing to take my music as their own. So yeah, it feels good and surprising at the same time, even though this is what we've been working towards. So yeah, but it feels good.
Wonderful. So,
Mm,
I gotta kind of bring it all back. Now, you haven't hit the stage yet. UMK has not
yeah,
happened yet. You're in
yeah.
rehearsals, you're perfecting your show. But so far, if you were talking to other artists in Finland, would you
Mm.
tell them to do UMK and throw their hat in the ring?
I would first ask them like, what do they want with the music that they're doing or performing or writing or whatever producing. So like, what is your end goal? Where do you want to take it and stuff like that? Because this format is not for everybody. Because I know all kinds of like musicians that don't even do choruses or anything like that. They just play their jazz pianos and stuff like that. So it's not a format for everybody. So we should start, or we could start from there, like to figure out what do you want with your musical career, and from there, if I see that okay, it matches with this UMK and Eurovision setting, then I could recommend it. But if there was someone like me, I would definitely recommend this path to kind of like expand your whole fan base and listeners and stuff like reaching people from all over the world. So yeah, I would definitely recommend that. Yeah.
All right. I think that's a great place to end it. Well, thank you so much for talking with me today.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.